All right, so we're here for the first pitch. First pitch is launched. Center fielder over and under it's and one away. That's a quick one out, right on the dot. Time to start. First pitch lifted and one away. Thank you, Mary Kate. All right, to double check, I got to get some stuff. I've been dealing with graduation. Yeah, that pitch is in there for a strike. I will do my best to get everything all caught up, but no promises. So that just catches the inside corner as he backs him off. Welcome, Jay. Now the 0-2 catches him looking at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Oh, thank you, Jay. Quick, it's 2 away. Oh no, it's not. It's not. The sound isn't working. But thank you, Jay. All right, I think it's all fixed and back together. Pak Minu steps in. Yeah, now that's in there for a strike. What a call from the umpire. Probably hear that here in Chungju, ladies and gentlemen. That's a Mrs. Low. 1-1. Pak Seon. Good
Thank you
morning,
for the
Jungle.
recommendation, The
Good
Jungle.
afternoon. And good night. It's a 1-1 pitch now with 2 away quickly here. Yes, it has. You been hanging out, hanging your out? Man, is this umpire loud. If you guys aren't listening to the umpire, please make sure you do. Yeah, now the 1-2 is going to be a single into center field. He's not going to yell about that one. Pak Binu breaks up the no-header. Sleeping in must be nice. Where's Mary Kate? I'm sure she's enjoying her view so far.
Thank you for the recommendation, Friendly Jew.
Thank you, friendly. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. It's all yours. Checks over on Pak Minu. 24 for 32 on stolen base attempts this year. Been an excellent pickup for me in the old fantasy league, ladies and gentlemen. Goes.
Thank you for the recommendation, Donoff 2000.
Yeah, Song Song Bin, not a great base stealing, great at throwing them out, but that, ladies and gentlemen, will be an out. Not a great throw at all, but not a great jump either. That's a 3 away. We'll go to the bottom of the first. I have to with Riley on the mound versus Pak Seum. Man, it'd be tough not to take NC. But Lotte's won their last 5-game winning streak. So at the same time, how do you pick against a team with a 5-game winning streak? That's the thing. Is you know, you got both things. Get my stuff all fixed here. So. Ties first inning. That's a pretty good deal.
Thank you for the recommendation, Lintoff.
Thank you, Lintoff. It's yeah, man, it is so tough. Again, Lotte is not a good team. Oh, we got foreigners, ladies and gentlemen. A Brewers, the Brew Crew hanging out at old Lotte with your phone. Oh, that sucks. All right, NC Easy Kiwi, our resident Pick'em. Wong Sung Bin will lead things off for oops Lotte, and that's up high, ball one. That is a foul all the way. Kenny is a big Lotte fan. He'll give you the real deal on Lotte. He doesn't sugarcoat it like somebody else who's a Hanwha fan. And that's going to be a single over the third baseman. And he is stretching it, and he is going to be into second base with a double. Kia's got Oler on the mound, right? Let's see. Kia. Yeah, Oler versus Pak Chun. Yeah. Yeah, would have, but not, as Go Sung Min looks at ball one outside. 1-0. Yeah, I mean, you've got Yuan Jen versus a foreign pitcher. I would hope so, as that's going to be a ground ball up the middle. The shortstop are going to throw over to first. One away. Brings up Reyes. Yeah, like the big question is this Sunday's game. If you've got Yuan Jin on the mound today, he's gonna have to pitch again on Sunday. How many are they gonna let him throw? That's a fouled into his hand. Not looking good right now, Parlay. Not looking good with a speedy guy on third base. All right, the 0-1 pitch. This is up high, 1-1. I don't know what that means. The 1-1 is going to be a ground ball up the middle, and that's going to score the run on the 6-3 ground out, and Lotte takes the early lead. Oh, okay. I was like, that's not looking good. Nah, there's no rain in the forecast, Jungle. Actually, I think there might be on Thursday. Next week, though, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to start raining. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 to Han Dong-yi. Thank you, Matt. Matt Junk. Whoa, ball one, 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, so Thursday, it looks like there's rain in the forecast, but it's not a lot. They would play, and it's 1-1, a swing and a miss, so 1-2. Yeah, next weekend, next Wednesday, it looks like the rainy season is coming. The 1-2 is popped up, but will get out of play. It stays 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch now into the dirt. It's at 2-2. I think the league has gotten who is SSG swing and a miss. -1 points for me. SSG with did he hit a homer? Go Young Kyo gives up so many homers. Yep, Heredia with a 2-run shot. Go Young Pyo, the side armor, with a just gives up so many homers. But here we've got a 1-0 game. We go into the second. Yeah, very, very common for Go Young Pyo to give up homers. They go 0 for 2 with runners on base, and yet they have the lead. Dun, dun, dun. SSG out to a quick and early lead, ladies and gentlemen. Savage. Man, have the Japanese pitchers just been a pure bust? Like outside, yeah, I gotta fix this. Is gonna drive me nuts there. Kium's pitcher's been okay, but and NC got kind of, I would say, kind of lucky last week. All right, so we're back. Pak Kone. First pitch is going to be a ground ball up the middle. The shortstop grabs it, spins, throws in time. And another 1 pitch, 1 out to start to the game, to the inning. Which one, Toda? All right, so Davison steps up now. This is Pie. Davis, 271, 8 home runs. Yeah, Chewante is not good. This is into the dirts. 2-0. He's that guy that everybody thinks is gonna be good, but he never is. And then when you think he's gonna be bad, he suddenly is good. Swing and a miss. There's that high fastball. Oop, strike 1, not to ball 1. 7 of his 8 home runs have come with the bases empty. 2-1 is a fouled away or runs the count to 2-2. It's 2-2. Davison.
NC Dinos.
Davison. The 2-2. Foul. Nope. Swing and a miss. And another strikeout for Pak Seun. Right, to steps in is Oh Jang Han. I have no idea who this is. You need to get 2 runs back from who? You mean from KT? It's a 0-1 pitch. Turned on, but crushed foul. 0-2. 17 pitches for Pak Seun. Already 2 outs here in the second inning.
Thank you for the recommendation, Yagupan Chris.
Welcome, Chris. Two pitch now. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout from Pak Seun. That's 3 strikeouts already. We go to the bottom of the second. Lotte. Up 1-0. 1, 2, 3. Chris enjoying his Lotte resurgence. 100% the reason for their winning. Do I think Kia's offense has been on fire lately? Yeah, I saw they had an error too. Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy the winning while it lasts. Dun, 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 dun. Sing. All right, the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Lotte here in the bottom of the second inning. Apparently, there was a ball there. It just came back. I did not. That is ground ball to the second. All right, so that's 1 away for Riley. 14 pitches in that first inning, gave up the leadoff double, the leadoff hustle double. A lot of guys in this league is only going to be a single. Hasn't won since The 24th of May against KT. It's in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Jeonmin Jae did not hit a home run on a Sunday. Ruined it. Jeonmin Jae. That is in there for a strike. That literally what the umpire sounds like, ladies and gentlemen. He is ridiculous. .500 against Riley on the season. That is not going to do it. That's a swing and a miss at a pitch that ended up in the dirt. And 2 away. I mean, they should win. They have Hyun Jin on the mound versus Takada. But there's always the wild card, and that is Hanwha's manager, who sucks. Yoon Dong-hee looks at ball one, low, 1-0. That is lifted up for center fielder going back, though. Makes the catch. And 3 away. 3 up, 3 down. We will go to. There we go. Third inning. It's 1-0 Lotte. Lotte gonna do me the best favor ever and end this game quickly. I need a nap, ladies and gentlemen. K-Dog giving us the updates.
Thank you for the recommendation, my face.
Welcome, my face. They should. I mean, the thing is look, LG's got John Hyun Sheik out on the mound. He's not a starter. He's pitched well in his 2 games as a starter, but he is definitely not a starter. Yeah, Kim Gun-woo, I actually dropped on my fantasy team because he's been giving up so many runs. He has not been pitching well at all. And KT has some very, very short porches out in the corners of that stadium. Looking around a foul pole at 96 meters. Just in time for the pitch to come in. Again, these teams are literally, we're getting back right as they throw the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. The shortstop is going to have to hurry. A rainbow throw in time. So Chol forgot to unhook the piano. That was a bit of a rainbow throw, though, and it still got him by a half a step. Actually, a full step. All right, Kim Young-jun steps in now. That's in there for a strike as he just gets the. Do they have a mic like deep? Is the ump deep throating a microphone? He is so loud. That's outside. The curse of the number 4 hitter for Hanwha, the old GIDP. 1-1 outside. 2-1. And the 2-1. There for a strike at 2-2. I'm not gonna ask. Not gonna ask. I ordered new parts for my chair because the cartridge in this one sucks. But I got it, and I can't get this one off to put the new cartridge in. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch lays off. No, the home plate umpire says he went around. They gonna video replay this? The umpire, I think, got that one right. Ooh, not from that look. Oh, no, go. No swing, me. All right, so that gives us our first full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen, on a check swing reversal. That is turned on and lifted, and he's going to watch it go into the stands. That, ladies and gentlemen, ties it up on the solo shot after the reversal. All right, we'll also open up our pack of cards. Remember, we are into the 2026 cards, ladies and gentlemen. Where are my scissors? Skipping on some scissors. So much for being a pitcher's part, Kenny. When you groove one over the middle like that. All right, stepping in now, Kim Han Bol. Yeah, now the 0-1 up and in, 1-1. Now we've got Lotte's other pitcher, Kim Jin-wook. No, I've had that for a few years. That's in there for a strike. We've got my captain, Silver Starfish, headed back in his way back to the first league as he's back into the first or the second league. The 1-2 catches him looking. And our last one is a member of the all hair team, Lee Song-hoon. Look at that flow, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that flow. I wish I could get a better close-up of that flow, but my lord, this is an old man too. This dude is 55 years old and had flow like that. All right, flopping back to the top of the lineup for NC. Kim Ju-won had one pitch and flew out to center. Looks at the first pitch there, but it's a ball. That's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman, a little flip over to first. And that will be 3 away. But the solo shot from Kim Hyung-jun ties it up after a check swing reversal. Yeah, right. So the number 8 hitter coming up for Lotte. I gotta see if I want to Pakanu to hit one. I definitely do not. No, I do not want Pakanu to hit one. The guy I'm playing in fantasy has Pakanu. He also has Reyes, who already has a ground out RBI. Kim Min Sung, who's not playing. Cheon Sung, who's not playing. An Ji Hong, who's not playing. He does have Riley Thompson and Pak Seung. Oh, this is the guy that suddenly no, never mind. Just the same photo or whatever. Oh, elsewhere around thy league, Doosan's up 1-0 against Hanwha, the game that we all said should be an easy one. Oh, never mind. Hanwha just tied it up. Is that Kim Tae-yeon with a solo shot, Kiwi? KT is up a 3-2. LG up a 2-0. They're coming up to bats now in the bottom of the second. Krabs with a solo shot. 6 runs from Kia, right? All right, Kim Dong-hyun steps in. He had the big 3-run shots over the weekend. Swing and a miss there. 0-2. They're gonna, yeah, as soon as they get a new legend coach in there, just waiting for the right legend to take over. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Low, 2-2. He does not have music, so. When I first moved here in Korea in 2014, they hired Kim Eung-yong. They finished dead last. Then they hired Kim Sung-gun, or Kim Sung-gun is swing and a miss there. Another strikeout for Riley, the 3rd one for him. Then they, again, Kim Sung-gun. He did all right his first year. They finished the 7th in a 10-team league, or maybe 8th. And then, well, then they went back down to the bottom. But now, then they hired Kim Kyung-moon, a swing and a miss there from Song Sung-bin. And, well, he finished below 500 his first year. Then, I mean, he finished 2nd in the league last year, so he's obviously the best manager ever. Oh, yeah, this year he's below 500 again. That's misses outside, 1-1. Something. 1-1, a swing and a miss. Yeah, I thought about doing the Hanwha game, but then is it raining? Kenny, is it raining? That wasn't even a whiff. That was like a just like a does not go around at 2-2. Like it was like the bat didn't even move through the zone fast enough to be a whiff. Yeah. Two, a swing and a miss in the dirts. Yeah. It's like an introvert trying to say hi. All right, so flip the lineup back over to Mr. Wong Sung Bin. This is up high, 1-0. This game should be sold out, ladies and gentlemen. Lotte has one of the biggest fan bases in the KBO. They have a 5-game winning streak. That is a bunt popped up into the netting. It came closer to hitting it to my house than he did out in fair territory. And they're playing NC. NC is an hour from the stadium. They're super close. Again, NC used to be Lotte's second home. All right, so the 1-1 pitch now. That's going to be off the end of the bats. Third baseman in front of the shortstop makes the catch. Oh, we'll go to the fourth. Tied at single, ladies and gentlemen. All the single ladies, put your hands up. Riley, 9 for 9 since the leadoff double. 2, 3, 4 hitters going to be coming up for Lotte, or sorry, for NC. Oh, the rain is fantastic in Korea because it's so hot and humid and windy and nasty and gross. It's the rain is always welcome. Na, 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 na. I don't mind driving in it now that I drive instead of just having the motorcycle. Although it feels kind of cool riding the motorcycle in the rain as long as it's again, I'm covered all the time. Like riding without a face shield though is absolutely painful. It's like somebody's just pelting you with little rocks. It stings like crazy. All right, so we're back. Top of the 4th inning. Yu Sung will step in against Park Seun. That's in there for a strike. That is fouled away, and 0-2. And that's going to be a liner right back up the middle and going to be another base runner for NC. If you bet the under and if the game is ended at like 5 innings, does that still count or? That is up high. All right, the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, so 1-1. Pak Minu singled in his first at bat, but caught stealing. Luckily, caught stealing does not affect my fantasy league. All right, the 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball through the right side. Yu Sung, is he going to go first to third? Nope. He's going to hang out at his second. And back-to-back singles to lead off the fourth inning. You've got your runners on first and seconds and nobody out. All right, Pak Ganu steps in, a 6-3 ground out in his first at bat. Flips that one up, right fielder coming in. Yu Sung will not tag up. All right, that'll bring up Davison, struck out in his first at bat. Runner on first and second, nobody out, and they don't bunt. They should have bunted because it's so important to get the first, get your first lead of the game, or something like that. I guess that's what they mean. KT's up 6-2 already. Three in the first, three in the second. As Davison lifts that one up, a center fielder coming in. It's gonna drop down, and that is gonna put runners bases loaded as Davison comes up with the old Texas big league single.
NC Dinos
Right. Oh, Jong Han will face Pak Seung once the pitching coach gets off the mound. So on Sunday, the manager went out to talk to the pitcher. Now the pitching coach does. He may have typed it in. Sometimes some of these messages take a while. That's a misses outside. I don't know. Oh, Jong Han struck out in his first at bat. I don't like the scoreboard, the scorebug on NBC Sports Plus, as that misses way outside at 2-0. I don't like using white for the bases. I think white should be nobody's on base, and since NC is up, they should have their color. The 2-0 in there for a strike on the outside. Oh, Sean went and hung out in SOOP now. Sean double dipping. I love it. I love it. I love it. A little here, a little there. Sean is everywhere. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you were switching, yeah. All right. To the 2-1 pitch. Round ball, but a foul is
Thank you for the
2-2.
recommendation, Sean 912.
What do you use? So Sean, what book do you use? And then O-Face, what book do you use? Because I know there's got to be so many. I would like to know, like, which books offer KBO betting? Do all of them offer KBO betting? All right, the 2-2 pitch now sets up on the outside. That is lifted. That is going to slice foul. Man, is his song long. Yep, bases loaded, parlay. And Kia just hit a 2-run shot. Nasung Bomb just hit a 2-run homer. The 2-2 pitch now. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Pak Seum. His strikeout of the day. FanDuel. Yeah, KT is up, what, 6-2, I think, now? And so Chol fouls that one off. No, the old Sony Handycam. Eagles still 1-1. FanDuel. Soho Chol, woo, way up high. Kenny, where do you put your Chunwan bets? I thought you used to bet $1. Soho Chol, 5 RBIs on the 19th against SSG. 1-1 pitch. Foul to straight back for 1-2. 50 pitches now for Pak Seung at 9 in the first, 10 in the second, 14 in the third, and 17 so far here in the fourth. Bet us and fan. Okay. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Way up high at 2-2. FanDuel, #1 sport book in the U.S. Dreads Rock TV, #1 English streaming in the world. I wouldn't say that, parlay, because he's the pitcher's thrown 51 pitches now. Rolls over it. The third baseman grabs it, throws to second, and they get out of it. Leaving the bases loaded. Poopy! They'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 1-1. Nah. Oh, yeah. Kenny loves himself some Lotte bullpen. Well, you said NC's up 7-2, right? In the series? Because I know this is the 10th game. The 2, 3, 4 hitters will come up for Lotte in the bottom of the fourth. Riley out there still. Obviously, he did have to wait a while, so that is a little bit of a concern. But the first pitch is in there for a strike. Kenny's given the inside scoop as Go Sung Min lifts that one. Left fielder comes in and makes the catch, though. On away. Reyes steps in at the RBI groundouts in the first. This is low. 1-0. I like Lotte, or not Lotte, but NC. I just think Riley's a better pitcher. So 1-0 is slapped, but foul. That, and also you have to think about I think NC has a better bullpen on a rested bullpen. They have a better one-time bullpen. 1-1 misses up high. 2-1. I think Lotte has a better overall bullpen. The 2-1 way up high, 3-1. Okay. Well, good luck. That's going to be end of the, and it's off of the shortstop's ankle. They're probably going to give him an infield hit there. Should have had it. Should have had it. Riley knows it.
Thank you for the recommendation, Gina Jerson.
Thank you, Gina. Damn, Gina. As Han Dong-hee, ground ball, third baseman throws to second. And first, not in time. Oh, a super slow developing play there. That'll be 2 away. Han Dong-hee, not what you would call speedy. All right, Na-sung Yup steps in now. Na-sung Yup looks at strike. Yeah, 5.5 runs from Kia. Eagles to win and Dinos to win. That's a lot of needing. That is lifted up, but foul. 0-2. I just need both teams to have fun. All right, the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Got a single, but got out of it. And we will go to the 5th inning. 1-1. Yeah. Yep. Love it. Not even an hour in, and we're already in the 5th. Elsewhere around the league, Kia's got that 2-0 lead. Doosan and Hanwha sitting at just singles, but Hanwha's got to run around first with 1 out. Pitch counts. Takata 52 pitches through 2 1/3, and Yeonjin 46 through 3. KT's up big already, 6-2. LG added another one. They're up 3-0. All right, so we're back. I gotta bring my chair back up. There we go. All right, looks like the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for NC. Kim Young Jun had the solo shot in the 3rd inning. Looks at the ball 1 there. Misses again, 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2-1. Kim Young Jun. That's just catches the corner. 2-2. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Yeah, I've lived in Korea for over 12 years. All right, Kim Han Bol Kim Han Byul, sorry, steps up, struck out looking in his first at bat, 0 for 1 on the day. This is outside. 6 strikeouts for Park Se-eun already. Cruising. Ran into some issues a couple innings, but that's in. Oh, that misses. Thought I might catch the top of the zone. I used to be a season ticket holder to the games. I used to live a couple blocks from the stadium and go to 70, 80 games a season. That misses up high, 3-0 now to Kim Han Bull. Yol. Keep saying Bull instead of Yol. Kim 1 star. That's a misses up high. That'll be a walk on now. 4 pitches. First walk of the day, ladies and gentlemen. First free pass of the day, and that is going to be to the number 9 hitter. Super hardcore Kiwi. You'd go to that many games too if you could ever get a season ticket. Back in the good old days when a season ticket didn't cost you a half a month's wage. All right, to Kim Ju-on steps up now, 0 for 2 on thy day. Fly out to center field and a 4-3 ground out.
NC 김주원 힘차게 달려 라라라라 오 NC 김주원 승리를 위해 라라라 오 NC 김주원 힘차게
This is outside, ball 1, 1-0. Check and see when old Pak Seung, the wheels start falling off. Oh, and there it is. 304 average in the 4th inning. They just loaded the bases last inning, and then 304 in the 5th. So 4th and 5th inning is not good for this guy. Swing and a miss there, though, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. He shoves the bunt way back into the netting, and it's 1-2. Kiwi, what's happening with your Hanwha boys? No, we already went to Jamsil. I haven't had videos because I've been so busy. As here comes the 1-2 pitch to Kim Ju-on. Swing and a miss and another strikeouts. And Kim Ju-on said he got a piece of it. Yeah, Saturday we will head to Incheon to go to the SSG and Hanwha game, and then on the July 4th, we will head to Gwangju for the old NC versus Kia Tigers game. So loud. It was okay. I just the outfield, yeah. It just if you're in the outfield, you don't feel like you're part of the game. Like I think I would rather watch on TV than sit in the outfield. Even we were in the cheer section in the outfield. The 1-1 pitch is fouled away. But it could also be because the game wasn't a very good game. I think it was like 9-1 or something. Like the first couple innings was great. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like you're part of it. Just because you're so far away from all the action. Yeah, like the cheer section was fine. Like I had no problem with that. It's just I like having to go outside to get food. As that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, backhands it and throws over. And another 0 for 2 with runners on base. Yeah, you couldn't really do much at all. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We're tied up at 1. Yeah. Like I like having the cheer section in the outfield. I think that's great to give more people a chance. And it keeps you kind of, and you're not right next to those drums. But like the way Jomshell is, if you're not on the infield, it doesn't feel like you're at the stadium. Yeah, we haven't planned. Yeah, we haven't planned outside of July 4th, or basically we haven't planned after the All-Star break yet. But we're gonna actually no, I think we're gonna go Kiwi, didn't we decide NC and Changwon the weekend of the 31st and 1st? Yeah. The last weekend of the last week, yeah, the last couple weeks of July. We want to go and or at least I want to, and since I'm driving, I kind of get to make the decisions. To go to the NC Dinos tour. Yeah, that is going to be a rough drive for me. Is a swing and a miss there from Junmin J. The 0-1 is a grounded to foul, 0-2. For Junmin J. As the 0-2 is fouled into his foot. Yeah, I took one in 2014 for Hanwha. They had one. It was pretty cool. So not only we toured the stadium, the main stadium, but then we also hopped on the team bus and we went to the Futures League and toured the training facility, and we hung out there for we had dinner. We had lunch at the training facility. Then we watched a little of a minor league game. As here comes the 0-2 pitch into the dirt. Tried to get him to chase, but he wasn't biting. And then we went back to the main stadium, and then we had tickets to watch the game there. I think we had tickets. And then I actually did an English tour for Hanwha. Me and a buddy, we had I think it was like 10 or 15 or 20 kids, a swing and a miss once again on the high fastball. But we had something like 15, 20 kids, something like that. And we introduced them to the foreign pitchers. Then we went on the tour of the stadium. Then we went on the team bus, headed to the practice facility and all of that stuff. As Yoon Dong-hee steps in now, 0 for 1, flew out to center in his first at-bat. Then at the second league, we had lunch there, toured the facility stuff, and then we played a game of wiffle ball against some of the minor leaguers. Then after that, we went back to the stadium, and then we played catch down on the field before the game, and then went to the stands after. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Yeah, they've had a couple since then. I think LG has one, SSG has one, NC has them all the time. Is that misses up high? Yeah, they don't really do them anymore. Because they don't think about things like that. The 1-2 is fouled away. Yeah, I wish they had more. I would go to each team's stadium and tour it. But maybe they haven't, and I just don't pay attention to them. The 1-2 is lifted a right fielder given chase, but it's going to bounce over his head. And Yoon Dong-hee is going to be cruising into second base with the second hit of the day. Sorry, third hit of the day for brings up a Kim Dong-hyun. Yeah, so the teams used to be really fan friendly. They used to have you would play the kids club would play catch on the field before the game, like everybody, like not everybody, but all the kids club kids. Like the cheerleaders would be down there running around playing catch with the kids club in some families. Kim Dong-hyun has struck out in his first at bats. 1-0 counts here. Do they still do that? The 1-0 pitch misses outside. Yeah, if you are a part of kids club for these teams, it's a great deal. Unfortunately, they're just gouging the hell out of the adult fans now. The 2-0 pitch sets up high, swing and a miss on that high fastball. Once again, they're not able to catch up. Yeah, I know they used to have like a run the bases day or something like that. The 2-1 pitch pops it up. Left fielder giving chase underneath it, and 2 away. Oh, face, you get any offense yet from Samsung? I I remember. So, was it 2022? Yeah, so 2022. Maybe it was 2021. Maybe it was maybe it's 2019. I think it was 2019. As it's going to be a ground ball. The shortstop picks it up, throws across, and that will be 3 away. At 1 out double, but nothing after. We will go to the break. I'll see you guys in just a few. right, so we're back after the break there. All right. So yeah, we were talking about things that like yeah. So I want to say I don't remember what year it was. It was one of the years that I had my season tickets, and it was the last game of the season. It used to be the last game of the season. After the game, you could go down on the field. You would do a high five with all the players, and then you could sit down on the field and watch the big fireworks show. The 0-1 pitch misses low, 1-1, and it was one of those years. And it was after the fireworks show, and everybody's just kind of running around on the stage or on the field, and yeah, so it was the only year that they ever let me go on the infield, and I could actually go on the infield and like stand on first base, and they would let you kind of run around, and then that was the only year they ever let us do it. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. And I remember 2024 was the last year I had season tickets. They didn't even let us watch the fireworks on the ground. We had to sit in the stands for this longest ever retirement ceremony, and then we got cattle guarded or cattle shooted into a foul ball there to get a clock. Oh, I have it here. Yeah. I've never to tell you how super excited I am about the clock. It's here. I've never actually looked at it. We'll look at it here. There we go. It is a last dance clock. It's like a suction cup clock. As the 2-2 misses up high. 3-2. Just the second full count of the day. The other one happened to be a solo shot. I would love a solo shot here, ladies and gentlemen. Hawk Minu is my second baseman on my fantasy team. That's going to be a ground ball. The second baseman scoops it up and throws. Oh, that's because I used to be a Hanwha fan. That's the whole why everything is orange. I used to only stream Hanwha games. So I had season tickets. So I would, if Hanwha was home, I would go to the game. And then if they were away, I would stream whatever game they were playing. All right. So Pak Ganu steps in now. There for a strike at the top of the zone, 0-1. Yeah, that's why there's all the orange. The 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. I refuse to root for them if the GM and the manager are still there. I can't stand them. There's there's a player on their team also. I'll never root for them if he's still on the team. Yeah, like I mean, here's and that one is lifted up. A center fielder going back, but at the warning track makes the catch and 2 away. Brings up Davison. Like here was a gift from a friend. There's a little Hanwha Eagle something or another. What else we got here? This is just stuff sitting on my desk that I don't have place for. Here's the something nobody's gonna have. This is a Hanwha Eagles smell, a Hanwha Eagles scent. That is fouled right into the catcher. The scent of orange flame. I don't know. It's the scent of orange flame. That's all I know. What else? Here's the best slogan of all time. This was the best slogan of all time. Break the frame. The 0-2 pitch to Davison. Fouled away. 0-2. Last time I looked, KT was up 6-2 against SSG. Davison. Goes around on a pitch in the dirt. Another strikeout for Pak Seung. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. 1-1. This is flying, ladies and gentlemen. 6-3. Okay, there we go. God, that's so bad. Hustle do, hustle do, hustle do. All right, coming up for Lotte is going to be the top of the order. 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up. Da-da, da-da. I mean, Hanwha has had some absolutely awful ones in the past. Is it, Sean, is it 6-2 or 6-3? 6-2, right? He is still up 2-0. They've got the bases loaded with 2 outs. And Doosan and Hanwha still 1-1. LG's 4-0 against Samsung. Samsung's got 2 errors, 0 runs. All right, so Riley back out there on the mound, facing the top of the lineup. Just 60 pitches from Riley. First pitch is lifted. A right fielder is going to watch it hit off the bottom of the wall. Well, Wong Sung Bin has got some speed. He is going to cruise into third base and slides head first. He is the spark plug, ladies and gentlemen. He is the spark plug. Second most exciting play in baseball. The old triple. 1-1 game, and he leads off with a first pitch in the 6th inning and bounces it into the bottom of the wall, and then it just stops right on the edge of the warning track. It looks like he's going to fall over half the time. That's a misses up high to Go Sung Mi. Go Sung Mi 0 for 2 on the day. Another ground out to scores him. The infield's probably drawn in, and the 1-0 is popped up, which will, no, they're not drawn in at all. 1-1. Looks like they're not playing drawing the infield in, feeling that there's still plenty of game left. No reason to give up a hit for this one run. That is popped up. Shortstop underneath it. Makes the catch, and that's a lead. One away. Do they walk Reyes here? Reyes versus Riley. This is up high, 1-0. Little 4-3 ground out to bring the run in. 1-0 pitch now. Slaps it foul, 1-1. Reyes does not strike out very often, ladies and gentlemen. He does hit into the most double plays in the league, but again, that's because he doesn't just strike out very often. Lotte Reyes. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Reyes. No, 1-2. Said he did not go. I don't know. I'm sure they're going to video replay this. I think he went. Yeah, he went. swing입니다. Haha, called it. swing입니다. Big strikeout there, a leadoff triple, and he's still hanging out on third base with 2 outs. It's a massive, massive strikeouts. They're gonna come up, and I don't know why they're visiting him now. He just got to strike. What is he going to visit him now for? He's at 68 pitches. He just got Reyes striking out. All right, Han Dong-hee will step in. Han Dong-hee 0 for 2 on the day. They go up high, and he turns on it. Foul. Ripped for strike. He was way out in front of that high fastball. Yeah. Love the old bat flip on the Lotte is just known for bat flips. I think that as the 0-1 is swing and fouls that off, and it's 0-2 now. And the 0-2 pitch into the dirts. Try to get him to chase, but he doesn't, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 way up high, 2-2. Yeah, or pop fly. I love the pop fly ones. Like when I say pop fly, I mean like to the shortstop. All right, here we go. 2-2 pitch now. This is low and runs the count full. First full count of the day for Lotte. Well, Kiwi, it all goes back to that's how I talked about they naturally drop the bat down. And so they have an archy swing, and that's how they're able to bat flip. As the 3-2 is ground ball. Third baseman scoops it up, throws across, and that will be 3 away. A leadoff triple. But 0 for 3 after. And we go to the 7th inning. 1. Oh yeah. Eh, it is so bad in the KBO. It is so bad in the KBO, Sean. Like you would think that every single swing was a home run. Like so many times, like again, I'd be in the stands, and I'm in the front row of the cheer section, so I have a very good view. And I at this point in my life, I've been around baseball enough that I can hear a home run. And like just off the bat, you can look at the angle, and and the people around me are like, "Oh," I'm like, "Out!" Like I'm already like sitting down, and they're like cheering like it's gonna go over, and I'm like, "Guys, that's the third out, man." Yeah, the KBO is fans are notoriously bad. All right, we've got 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for NC at the top of the 7th inning. Yeah, when the wind is blowing, but it's also a little hard in. I will say it is a little hard in the KBO. Uh, because of how small the stadiums are. Ojang Han looks at a strike in there. That's 0-2. Eight strikeouts for Pak Seum. Yeah, there's a bunch of videos of me. That's into the dirts. As soon as it's hit, I just wave goodbye. I'm like, oh, goodbye. Swing and a miss and another strikeout. The old hat trick for Oh Chang Han. 9 strikeout for him. Fantastic, considering I'm going against the guy that has Pak Seung. Yeah, like the thing is the KBO stadiums aren't much different. As that one is a bat flip on a shallow fly ball to center field, two away. Only 88 pitches for Pak Seung. Bases loaded, no outs. All right, Kim Hyung Jun has the run on one RBI for NC. Hit ball one inside, a 1-0. Solo shot on a full count back in the third inning. The 1-0 swing and a miss. 1-1. The 1-1. Inside for a strike. 1-2. Yeah, 1-2 into the dirt. 2-2. Kim Young Jun wants another full count, so that's the only time he hits homers. The 2-2 swing and a miss at a pitch up at his eyes. 10 strikeouts for Pak Seung. We'll go to the bottom of the seventh. 1-1. Man. That should be him. What happened? I saw they had the bases loaded, nobody outs. What happened, O-Face? Did they score yet, O-Face? Diaz? What do you have, a triple? Double? Bases clearing double? Who's... Oh, Rios, too. All right, so we're back for the bottom of thy seventh. 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for Lotte. Can we get some offense, ladies and gentlemen? Can we get some offense? Two games are 1-1. Yeah, no, that's in there for a strike to Nasum Yup. Nasum Yup 0 for 1 on the day. Yeah, I think they finally took out the guy that is 0 for the day with 3 strikeouts. 1-1 now. Awesome. This is up high, 2-1. And the 2-1 in there for a strike, and that's 2-2. The 2-2 is lifted left fielder going back, but will make the catch. Brings up a Junmin J. That's a Junmin J. That is going to be a single to right field. I have not. And Kiwi and Stefan don't get me, aren't giving me updates on it. All right, Yoon Dong Hee steps in at a double in his last at bat, 1 for 2 on the day. All right, I'll check it after the game. The which one? The Junmin J one or this one? That is lifted up, but will get foul. This one? All right, here we go. The 0-1 pitch. 81 pitches from Riley so far. That is gripped, but it's foul. 0-2. Ball boy not able to make the play. Oh, Doosan just took the lead against Hanwha. Top of the 6th inning. That's way up high. Here we go. The 1-2 pitch just sets up on the outside. Fouls straight back. Stays 1-2. That is lifted, but it is going to slice foul. One, two count, 85 pitches for Riley. The 1-2 pitch lifts it up. Second baseman out into the grass and underneath it. Thank you, Armand. I was wondering if you were going to come watch the game with us. So that brings up NC gave up what? They didn't give up anything yet. It's 1-1. Doosan, though, they're winning at 2-0. Kia just scored another run. They're up with 3-0 now. All right, to Kim Dong Hyun. The big 3-run shot on a Saturday or Sunday. It's in the dirt, so 1-0. Hitting 222 with nobody on, hitting 333 with someone on. Oh, yeah. Oh, pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 is popped up. Left fielder, couple steps and then runs, and then couple steps and runs, and couple runs. And then that's going to be outs at number 3. Again, nobody hits with anybody on base. We'll go to the 8th. 1-1. Lotte's bullpen coming in. Riley might stay out there. Well, QM is up with 3-0. They got scored one more in the top of the 6th. They've got a runner on first with 2 outs, though. And then Doosan is now up at 2-1 as Hanwha is up in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out. KT's still up a 6-2, but SSG's got runners on first and second with just 1 out in the top of the 6th. And then Samsung and LG. LG gave up 3 runs in the top of the 6th. They're up to bat now in the bottom of the 6th, though. Yeah. Coming up for NC is going to be 9-1-2. Again, I believe a Pak Seung. Yep, Kim Wong Jun out on the mound now for Lotte. Happy feet. We'll watch the strikeouts disappear. Oh, 31 games, 27.2 innings, 9 holds, 240 batting average against. He was the closer, lost his job as the closer, though. This is up high. Kenny needs about 2 pitches to know how things are going to go for him. Swing and a miss. That's going to be a single into right field. All right, ladies and gentlemen, got a runner on first, nobody out. It's the top of the 8th inning. Pop quiz, what should we do? What should we do? Runner on first, nobody out to top of the first inning or top of the 8th inning. What should we do? Checks over on the runner, slides back. He didn't show bunt yet. He did not show bunts, which is very, very surprising. All right, here we go. Kim Ju-won does not show bunts, and it's a ball outside.
NC 김주원 힘차게 달려 라라라라 오 NC 김주원 승리를 위해 라라라 오 NC 김주원 힘차게 달려 라라라라 오
Checks over on the runner again, I guess. The 1-0 pitch just sets up right down the middle. And it catches the outside. 1-1. Those of you guys watching over on SOOP, please make sure it's thumbs up. That's a like or that's a recommendation or an up. If you're over on YouTube, please hit the like button. The thumbs up that likes the stream. All right, so the 1-1 pitch now. Played off of it's up high. 2-1. Love some solid defense. So it's Guangdong Jin by chance, Sean? Or Yikong Min? Da, 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 da. 2-1 pitch now to Kim Ju-won. Blew out to center, a 4-3 ground out and a strikeout. Yikong Min, the rookie. The 2-1 catches the outside upper corner. An absolute paint job. Yeah, I know them. I know the players on the teams, but I don't know. Like, I can't look at a player and know who it is. And especially late in games, there's so many substitutions. Yeah, but Yikong Min and Guangdong Jin are the two main shortstops for KT. As it checks over, better throw when he gets him. All right, here we go. The 2-2 pitch now sets up on the outside. Checks over on the runner this time. Easily dives back in. We'll get some music since it's been so long. The 2-2 pitch now. Sets up on the outside, just above the knees. And he throws it into the dirt. Runs the count full, 3-2. Third full count of the day for NC. So worried about the base runner. Forgot he's got a guy on. That he's got a guy at the plate that he's got to get out. Here we go. The 3-2 pitch. Do they send him? They do, and that's going to be ball 4. And they throws it to center field. Walks him, and then he throws it to center field. Now you've got runners on first and third. They walk him, and the throw on the stolen base where he was already at second because of the walk. Again, I told you this catcher is not good at throwing. That was the second time that that ball has sailed up. It's like he's throwing a two-seamer. They're video replaying something. Thank you, Mike. Welcome, welcome. Video replaying the foul tip, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. I don't think you can change. I don't think he fouled it. I didn't see the ball. I don't think he fouled it. Oh, wow. That is a massive video replay then. No, it said foul tip. They were video replaying the foul. So that'll be a strikeout. So a foul tip is in play, so he can steal on it. So the throw ends up costing them as he is now over on third base with 1 out, and Yu Sung a fly ball away from taking the lead. That's Mrs. Lowe. 1-0. The 1-0 is lifted up, but it will hook foul. 1-1. Both teams have had plenty of opportunities to score runs. And NC back in the 4th inning had the bases loaded with 1 out, and they got to nothing. So 1-1 into the dirt to 2-1. Kenny is a Lotte fan. He's a realist. Infield is in. That means the ground ball easily gets through. But that is into the dirts, and it's 3-1. Ducks fly together. Ducks fly together. Right, here we go. The 3-1 counts. A EU sung at 345 on the season, 1 for 3 today. 3-1 is ripped over Reyes's head. He turns around to field it, but that is going to score the run on the sacrifice to left. In the air, comes up big. That is a massive, massive error. Riley super happy as he's now in line for the win. Brings up a Pak Minu. Swing and a miss. 0-1. 2 for 3 on the day with a single, a caught stealing, and a 4-3 ground out. .370 in his career against the Kim Wong Jun. Checks over. He did not go around. 1-1. The Capitan. Looking very shiny. 1-1 pitch. Slow grounder, but will get foul. 1-2. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. All the games are fairly close, though. That is a fantastic day. As the 1-2 sets up outside. That's another ground ball foul. Stays 1-2. 18 pitches now for Kim Won Jun. The question now becomes, can NC hold a lead? Got the 1-run lead. Can they hold it? Yeah, another 1-2 into the dirts. 2-2. Those of you guys watching, please make sure you subscribe if you're over on YouTube. If you're on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. That is how you follow me. It's called the Loyal Viewer over there on SOOP. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pitch number 20 now from Kim Won Jun. Doing his little happy feet to dance. And that misses way up and out of the zone. Runs the count full, 3-2. Fourth full count of the day for old NC Dinos. Dinos, the last dinosaur. Here we go, 3-2 pitch now. Runs up and in, and he walks him. On base for the 3rd time today. Brings up a Pak Ganu. And he add some runs. Lotte's manager going to go whine and cry. Tell everybody how great he could be if he had the chance. That'll be it for him. We'll get a pitching change. Da-na-na-na-na-na. So elsewhere, LG, they're up 4-3. They're now coming up to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. KT's up a 6-2, and they've got never mind. They're up 8-2 as they just scored a 2. They've still got runners on first and second with nobody out. They had the bases loaded with nobody out. 2 RBI single from Anhyun Min, of course, who's sitting on my bench, and then they're now up 8-2 with nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Hanwha down at 2-1, but they are up in the bottom of the 7th. Then Kia is up a 3-1. They've got runners on first and second, nobody out. With Na-Sung Bam, who already has a 2-run homer today. I think Parlay was the one begging for 5.5 runs. But I guess if Hanwha doesn't win, it doesn't matter either way. Would you rather lose all 3 of them, or would you rather lose one of them by 1? The ultimate question, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so we're back. Out on the mound. Still don't know who was pitching. Park Jung-min. Park Jung-min out of the game. 35 games, 33 innings. All right, there we go. All right, so Park Gun-woo. 0 for 3 on the day. That's first pitch right to the third baseman, and picks it up, throws to second. And that's how you do the relief thing. A 5-4 put out ends the inning. But NC, it takes the lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1. Well, they'll have the 9-1 2-hitters coming up here in the bottom of the 8th as they look to try to get their 1-run back. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Peraza ties it up, a solo shot, I assume. Who'd he hit it off of? Well, Parlay, there you go, though. And Kia's got the bases loaded with nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. So, Parlay, you might get your 5.5. All right, so we're coming back. Kim Jin-ho out on the mound. I believe we've got a pinch hitter here. That's No Jin Hyuk pinch hitting. Do Tae-hoon over to second base for NC. That's in there for another strike. Last hit was a month ago. No, more than that. 5 weeks ago. Last hit was the 13th of May. That's another foul. The 0-2 is lifted up. That is going. Goodbye, baseball. Tie game. We're going to make this game a little bit longer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, a solo shot ties the game, and we're going to open another pack of cards. Why do I keep losing my skizzers? My skizzers. All right, so Wong Sung Bin steps in now. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with a Kim Min. That's a reliever for SSG. Comes out all the time to give Hanwha the game. Third baseman currently for the NC Dinos is Soho Chal, and he's right here, ladies and gentlemen. And the third baseman, we've got the W. And again, you have to get these letter cards that spell KT Wiz for Hog Young Min. Tripled in his last at-bat. A swing and a miss there. Tripled in his last at-bat, but was stranded on the base pass. Drops the bunt down, but foul. Great idea. Bad execution. Finally, Kenny. Yeah, so I bought 5 more boxes, so I now have 9 boxes to open. Plus, if Stefan has extra boxes for me. That way I make sure I have enough boxes. I have enough cards to open throughout this season. They're playing Who Let the Dogs Out at Lotte's game. I can hear it in my ear. 0-2 is a slapped foul. Kung Fu Carl, welcome. All right, to the 0-2 pitch once again. That's going to be a ground ball. The second baseman grabs it, throws to first, and 1 away. Well, the NC game is tied, and the Hanwha game is tied. Yeah, they got nobody on, and they got runners on second and third with nobody out, so they better score one. All right, so Go Sun Min steps in and looks at a strike right down the middle. Go Sun Min 0 for 3 on the day. 6-3 ground out, a fly out to left, and a pop fly to the shortstop. But that's down the middle for a strike, 0-2. What if the other two tie, Parlay? What if both NC Lotte and Hanwha Doosan tie? The 0-2 pitch. It's going to be rolled over. The third baseman grabs it, throws to first. And another 4-3 putouts for outs in number 2. I'll never be able to understand all of the little quirks. He wouldn't lose, but he wouldn't win. They would just refund. That's a misses outside. So if he's got 3 legs and 2 of them are ties, does he win with just the one? 1-0 is gonna be lifted. A center fielder ranging over and makes the catch for outs at number 3. But the solo shot from Nojin Hyuk ties it up as we go to the 9th inning. 2-2. Oh, so they recalculate? Oh, okay. You haven't been betting enough KBO, I guess. All right, so we've got a 5-1 game. Runners on the second and third for Kia with 1 out. Hanjun Soo up to bat. NC Lotte tied at 2 here. Doosan Hanwha tied at 2. But Doosan's got a runner on first with nobody outs in the top of the 8th inning. KT is up 8-2. 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning for SSG. Is good Lord, do they look bad. And LG's up 4-3. Samsung's up right now, 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. And then, okay. That makes sense, I guess. All right, 9th inning, number 5 is 6-7 hitters coming up for NC against the Lotte bullpen. Now, this is where it gets interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is where it gets interesting. Do they leave Park Jung-min out there, who only threw 1 pitch? All right, to Davison. First pitch is low, ball 1. That misses up high. Park Gun-woo is Park Sung-wook is at the second. Park Gun-woo, the different Park Gun-woo, is now behind the plates. Actually, Go Sung-min. Yeah, they did change it that way. Yeah, another 2-1, a swing and a miss at 2-2. squibbler, but stays foul.
NC Dinos
Yeah, it's really great whenever I time it perfectly. The 2-2 pitch rips it foul. Yeah, whenever I used to only do the Hanwha games, it was like I have had, okay, in this inning, in between the 5th and the 6th inning, the Hanwha plays this song, so I would play this song, and the 2-2 is ripped foul. Oops, wrong side. That's my goal, is to give people watching the closest to an authentic experience as they can have. Anything better than the ESPN experience that a lot of them had. All right, so here we go. The 2-2 pitch once again. This sets up at the knees on the outside, and he misses low, runs the count full, 3-2. 5th full count of the day for NC. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up button. That's a like over on YouTube. That is an up or recommendation on SOOP. See, here's the 3-2 pitch to Davison. Check swing, and he shoots it through the right side. Check swing single past the shift. We'll call it a shift. They basically pulled everybody as close to the bag as possible. And just like the MLB, you can't actually shift. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And now's the best time. You got a runner on first, nobody out, with a center fielder coming up to bat. You got a pinch runner here. Guess Che Jung-won, I imagine. Looks like the pitching coach is coming out. Che Jung-young and Kim Gi-jun warming up. The closer is Kim Ji-young. I would be opposed because it lowers your chance of scoring a run. A steal would be a much better idea, but they've got a different catcher behind the plate now. I do not know how good this catcher is. I do not know. But before anything, we're gonna get a new pitcher. Ote Yang is a pinch running. He is worth -31 WAR, ladies and gentlemen, on the season. He has 0 for 1 on stolen bases. No, it's still a bad idea in the 9th inning. It's always a bad idea. 100% of the time, it is a bad idea with a runner on first and nobody out, because it lowers your chance of scoring any runs. You're not, even if you're playing for 1 run, it lowers your chance of scoring 1 run. It's never, ever, 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 ever a good idea. Now, if he was a runner on second, then it'd be a bit different decision. Nope. Nope, because you're changing the amount of outs you have. And you also have the 7/8 guys coming up to try to get that hit. They're bringing out the closer here. Let's see. So Chejun Young out on the mound, bringing out the closer here. Yeah. Here comes the bunts. It is not the 10th inning, by the way. I just absolutely hit that. As misses the bunts, and it's in there for a strike. Yeah, let's bunt more. More bunts. And now the 0-1 pushes it up to the first baseman. Throws to a second, and it's a successful sacrifice bunt in the case that they did get an out. Moves the runner up. One away now. Now you bring up a Soho Chol, who is 0 for 3 on the day. Can they score? Bringing your closer in on an away game is okay. In this situation, I don't mind it in this situation because they got a runner on first, and you need to get out of this. All right, again, that's Soho Chol. It's because his song is bad. That is a foul away. 1-1. So again, he's the home team, remember. He's the home team, not the away team. That misses low. You don't bring, yeah, this is the home team. So he's never going to get a chance to save the game. If his team has a lead, it's over. So there's no, yeah. Now, if it was NC bringing it in a tie game, that is a different situation. As the 2-1 is fouled into his foot, so 2-2. Right. Yeah, if it's the bottom of the ninth and it's a tie game, you don't bring in your closer unless it's like the 3, 4, 5 hitters or the 4, 5, 6 hitters, something like that. Yeah. Then it's I think it's a good idea. But again, then you have to think about the lefty, righty, things like that. Do you have anybody else? As the 2-2 in there for a strike, and he strikes him out looking. Excellent bunt, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent bunt. Excellent bunt. All right, to Kim Hyung-jun, he had the solo shot to tie the game earlier. Back in the third inning. Looks at a strike one right down the middle. Right, but now if they score, it wouldn't be any different depending if it was a runner on first or a runner on second. That is into the dirt. Yeah. Right, yes. But again, why not give your chance to the guy that your six hitter? Better than Lotte that tripled with nobody out and didn't get him home. The 1-1, a swing and a miss. So 1-2. My Ofe is a big Hanwha fan today. Right, but it would be a single with 1 out, not a single with 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's a strikeout. It doesn't matter. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The bunt. Excellent bunt, ladies and gentlemen. Never, ever, 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 ever bunts with a runner on first and nobody out. Step 1, get a runner on first. Step 2, bunt him to second. Step 3, take out the glove and hats for the runner on a second that never comes around to score. Steve, step 3, take the glove and hat out to the base runner because he never comes around to score. Simple. Every game doing the same trash, never getting the results, but you just harp on that one time where they had 2 errors that allowed you to score a run. KT is now up 9-2 against SSG. Kia only got to, they only have 5. They did not get another run with the runners on. There's a Han Don Hee, a big swing and a miss there. Han Don Hee, the number 4 hitter. Fouls that into his foot. 0-2. G something. Kim Ji Min, I believe. All right, so Han Dong Hee. Into the dirt, so 1-2. Step 1, get a 1 count. Step 2, get 0-2 count. Step 3, throw it nowhere near the strike zone and get a 1-2 count. Mike, I bet you are about 70 years old. Am I right? Mike, 70 years old? The 2-2 pitch misses way outside or runs the count full, 3-2. You would make a great KBO or great KBO manager. The 3-2 pitch is fouled and gets back. Keeps it at 3-2 for Han Dong Hee. The 3-2 pitch is ripped, but it drops right in front of the left fielder, and Lotte now. That'll be it for him. Han Dong-hee and Davison, and they come up with their single. Can we do it, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, what will we do with a runner on first and nobody out? We've got a pinch runner. What will we do? What will we do? Yeah, he's not a good left fielder. All right, runner on first, nobody out. Gonna get a pinch bunter, ladies and gentlemen. Pinch bunter. Kim Se-min, he's gonna throw to second, and he misses it, and he goes into center field. Gotta have the air, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta have the air. Now a bunt makes sense. Now the bunt makes sense. He's out if he catches it. A bad bunt with an even worse air. Yeah, they make great sense if the other team has a bunch of errors. But I'm sorry, the numbers say bunting with a runner on first and nobody out is a awful, awful idea. That is even counting the runs that you get from an error. That is even counting those runs. All right, so Jungmin Jae, is he going to bunt here? Again, this is the one time that makes sense to bunt. Yep, we're going to get a bunt here. Nope, he pulls it back and fouls it into his leg. The value of a run increases, but the likelihood of a run decreases. Here is a great idea to bunt, and so they don't. Because this increases your chance of scoring one run, and you only need one run. Sean, you're not allowed in my dugouts. You need one run? And the 0-1 pulls it back and swing and a miss. Good Lord. The one time you should bunt, you slash bunt. Good Lord. Hey, I got a question. What should you do in any situation when you're managing a team? Oh, I got it. The exact opposite of what Lotte's manager is doing. That's right. The exact opposite. The 0-2, and he goes around. Oh, they say no. I think they're going to review this. I look like he went around to me. Man, if this was the MLB, the amount of investigations that would happen for Lotte's manager, bunting to lower your chance of scoring a run and then not bunting when you can raise your chance of scoring a run. Wow. Andogoga, no swinging ya. My lord, this is a masterclass on awful managing. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. All right, so Yoon Dong Hee steps in. 1 for 3 on the day, doubled in his second at bat, popped up to the second baseman and flew out to center. That is a single up the middle. They're going to come up throwing. He's got plenty of speed, not going to get him, and Lotte is going to walk it off. That'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. Yoon Dong Hee walks it off, courtesy of awful managing in the end of the game. Lotte gets the walk-off win as both managers crap their pants like a president of the United States in the 9th inning. Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen. Again, first inning, you get a leadoff double by Wong Sung Bin. Ends up going to second on the ground outs, and then comes home on the ground out from Reyes. So runner on second, nobody outs. They bring him in with 2 ground outs. Then in the 3rd inning, Kim Hyung-jun, a bases. So first of all, you have a 2-2 count. They say he goes around. They video replay it, say he does not go around. That ends up loading up the count, so full count. The next pitch he crushes. And then that ties the game at 1-1. Then in the top of the 8th inning, you get a leadoff single. Then a strikeout, but the throw ends up going into center field. The runner ends up going over to third base. Then a sacrifice from Yu Song scores him. That puts them in the lead 8-1. Okay. Why is it not just showing up? Apparently, the 9th inning Lotte walk-off does not work on my my buttons. Apparently, it's not possible for it to happen, so I had to do this manually real quick. Yeah, apparently I never set up a walk-off victory for Lotte. Then let's go to the 9th inning. Absolute masterclass in what not to do anytime you're a manager in the dugouts. A leadoff single from Davis and a check swing that gets past the shifted infield. So immediately they take him out for a pinch runner. Not a problem with that. Not a problem with that. But what do they do next? That's right. They bunt. They bunt him over to seconds. Now you bring up the 7-8 guys trying to get hit. They both strike out. So again, runner on first, nobody outs. You lower your chance of scoring by bunting him over. It once again happens. Then we go to the bottom of the 9th, and well, Lotte's manager didn't learn. So you get a leadoff single from Han Dong Hee. Then you bunt him over. But the bunt was so bad that the third baseman had to play at seconds. He just made a bad throw to seconds, and that caused the error. that allowed that runner to stay on base. Otherwise, you have a runner on first with one out. You've actually lowered your chance of scoring by, I think, 15 or 16%. But then the one time that you should be bunting in a tie game in the bottom of the ninth with a runner on first and second, you slash bunt and you miss. And then you slash bunt and you miss again. And then you strike out. So now you've got runners on first and seconds with one out instead of having runners on second and third. Yoon Dong-hee comes up with the RBI single, so it doesn't really matter in the long run. But again, they got there. They got there because of an error, not because of the team coming through. They got there because of the other team messing up. Yes, did they score a run? Yeah. I'm not saying that bunting with a runner on first automatically scores you 0 runs, but it lowers your chance of scoring even 1 run. Again, just absolutely awful, awful, awful managing from both the NC manager and the Lotte manager in the 9th inning. If I was a fan of either one of these teams, I would be pissed. But unfortunately, KBO fans don't actually understand baseball, and they're just going to cheer whenever they bunt because I guess they like losing. I guess Koreans like losing. It's the only thing I can think of because otherwise it makes no sense at all. But that's it for me, guys. I will be back tomorrow night. Samsung and LG should be a good game. I think it's Tolhurst versus O'Loughlin on the mound. So that is it for me. I will be back tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, Mike, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody else, for stopping by. As always, until next time.